Oh. सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ नमो भगवते वैवस्वताय मृत्यवे ब्रह्मविद्याचार्याय च। Upanishad pertaining to Krishna Yajurveda and belongs to Katha Shakha, termed as Kathaka Upanishad. We are discussing something on Shankar Bhashya. But meanwhile, we have completed the first Valli of the first chapter. Can you tell a brief of that which you have already studied? A brief which we have studied in small, as I am telling daily. Now today one of you come from, yes. Yes, very good. So kind of, I will be rather glad.
So there was a...
Mike, yes.
So there was a man who wanted to attain the heaven, and he performed a sacrifice in which he had to give away all his possessions. But because of his attachment to his son, he divided his possessions into two and gave his son all the best and left for himself only the useless. And when the time to give the dakshina to the priest and the guest came, he gave them all the useless cows. And when his son saw it, he said, well, my father will attain the worlds that are devoid of all happiness in this case. So he wanted to help his father. So he came to him and asked, Father, who will you give me? Because I'm also your possession. So the father was ignoring him, but after 3 times asking again and again, the father said, thee I will give to death. So the son said, oh father, don't regret what you've said. If you said it, you have to keep your word. So don't be sorrowful, I will go to death. And the son went to the abode of Lord Yama, but Yama was not at home at this time. So the servants of Lord Yama wanted to give him hospitality, but he would not accept it. He stayed until Yama would come. So 3 days passed, and when Lord Yama came, his wife and his minister told him, this boy who is like a fire came into your house, so go fast and give him hospitality before all your merits are going to be destroyed. So Yama went to him and apologized for not giving him any hospitality. And he told him, because you were here at my house without food and anything, I will give you 1 boon for every night that you were here. So he asked the first boon, and the first boon was for his father to sleep at peace and to be peaceful. And when he will come back to him, so he will recognize him and will be happy. And the second boon that he asked was that was the fire ritual that will allow people to attain the heavenly world.
Correct.
So he can also know what mistakes his father may have done, so he can correct it when he comes
Very
back.
good.
And then, as Yama recited all the things in the ritual, how many bricks and everything, and so Nachiketas recited it back perfectly, and Lord Yama was so happy with him.
Yeah.
So he said, I will give another boon from myself to you. So he said, this fire ritual will be named after you. This will be called the Nachiketas Agni. And also I'll give you this necklace of valuable things. And then these are the many other paths that will lead people to the Brahmaloka, not only for the heavens. And then he said, now choose the next one, the third boon. And Nachiketas asked for the boon of the knowledge of the self, because there is a doubt. There are people who say there is a self, there are people who say there is no self. And then Lord Yama said, don't ask for this, because even the gods were perplexed about this question.
Yeah.
And Nachiketas said, if the gods were perplexed about this, then this must be the highest thing, and I will ask only for this, and there is no other person to teach about it than you, because you are the head of the department. And then Lord Yama said, please do not press me like, don't oppress me like
a debater and
debater, yeah. And he tried to, and he said, ask for anything, ask for sons and grandsons that will live for 100 years, and then for cattle and for gold to sustain, and then for land to accommodate all these, and ask for long life for yourself so you can enjoy this whole thing. And then he said, and if you think about anything else that you might consider even more valuable, ask for this. And then he showed him also all the celestial nymphs and all the celestial enjoyments that mortal cannot have, and said, I will give you this and also the power to enjoy all of this. And Nachiketas told him, well, all of these, they will not last till tomorrow, and also they wear out the senses and the powers of the man and his intellect. So keep all those nymphs and cars. He didn't send the nymphs of it, he said the cars and the instruments and everything you can keep for yourself. And then he said, I will not ask for anything else. Please don't try to tempt me anymore. And then Lord Yama, now in the second chapter, he started to say that there are two paths.
Yeah. Okay. That will continue now.
Yeah. Okay.
Very good. Really, I'm glad. So, at least he listened it properly, and no need of that you have to quote your memory all the verses. But subject matter should be clear to us. One additional logic what Nachiketa showed us, when we reach to such a person who is having much more than me, it may be in kinds of knowledge or wealth, whatever it may be. So why should I ask the lower thing? I must ask the best. That was the last logic. So Jangabad, I am not interested about any worldly thing. Tell me that. Means Atmajnana, what is the self-knowledge? And now Damra started speaking that there are two marks. One is prayer, another is shreya. Prayer means the path of dharma, artha, kam, which means any human has got this desire that let me have money and let me have the enjoyable things, but still following the rites and ritual. And another is beyond this, that is the self-knowledge. And that is path of Sreya. That is one, it has termed as one is preferable, another is preservable. Like this it has termed here. Now, if it is under the control of the every individual human, so why maximum people cannot come in this path? That was the question. Yadi ubhe api kartum shayatya purushena kimartham priya eva adatte bahulena loka iti uchyate. And one thing is, as because what Jamraj told to Nachiketa means repeated the same thing properly. Jamraj has capacity to give some boon, but I don't have that capacity, so I'm sorry. And that question, could you follow me? He has that capacity, he's the king of that opinion. But you are the simple person, so still I am happy. God will bless you. Anyhow, यदि उभयपि कर्तुः साहाय्यते पुरुषेण किमर्थं प्रेयेण अधिकतम maximum man, why do not means hanker for this path, that preferable path? Why maximum people are going to the pleasurable path? What is the reason behind this? Then our Shruti is telling, I think we read this verse, no? Second. So jointly we will chant this one. Shreyascha preyascha manushyametas tau samparitya bibinakti dhiraha Shreyo hi dhiro abhipreyaso vrinite preyo mando yogakshemat vrinite. That Sreya and the prayer means preferable and preservable. Both comes to the mind. But those samparitya, analyzing that too properly, very few people are there to keep them separate. Both of them comes in a mixed way. But the intelligent and a man who is having patience, he can only make it separate. Dhiraha. Therefore, as a result of that intelligent man select electable in preference to the delectable. Shreya hi dhiro abhiprayesha vrinite. That intelligent man, he selects the electable, that means the Shreya, in comparison to or in preference to the delectable, that means prayer. A small instant, on 8th September, that is Shivananda Swamiji's birthday, in Shivananda Ashram Uttarkashi, every year Swamiji, our Chaitanya Swamiji used to means one bhandara, give one bhandara. Samashti, and for all the sadhus. At approximately 200 or 250 person on including them come. But before that bhandara, we used to do something. Means when rice we will purchase from the market or dal we will purchase from the, you have to clean it up. After the class, in a plate, Swamiji will give us to all the students. You take this much amount and you clean it up. Means so there are some small stones are there in that you put it out, clip it, clean it out properly. And while one day Swamiji is telling, what is telling? Don't pay attention to the rice, pay attention to the stones. Then you will be easily get it out. See, means how kind they are. Means pray, what you have to eradicate out, pay attention there only. Let the remaining thing be there. Then you can do it quickly. He taught it like this. So many things, in his life, we can, his lifestyle and teaching is so nice. To go into the subject matter. What is the intended meaning of that? That also we learned especially from Swamiji only. That what intending means simply, and he did not read that Anandagiri Tika Tippani, nothing. With Shankar Bhas only, with Shankaracharya's word only, he used to take out the meaning. So here, Sreya dhira abhiprayasya vinate. The intelligent one select the electable in preference to the delectable. But the manda means dull-witted person, yogokshemat means for the growth and the protection, they prayer vrinite. They means choose the path of prayer, means that path, pleasurable path. In Bhagavad Gita also this word is coming, yogokshemam vahamham. Bhagavan is promising that he will take care of us. Whatever we need, that he will give and he will protect it also. but we don't have that much faith on God's word. That creates a problem. So we think that I will bear my own Yogakshema. But if that Yogakshema's level is up to, even when my past work is good and I am supposed to get the good result, the thought will crop up in the mind that no, then let me know what is God, what is Atma. This is also a yoke for you. This is also means when that time will come, he will bring this type of thought in your mind. And he will keep that thought in your mind. If you are supposed to be in that path and if you have got dedication to that, he will help you. Yogakshema's level is not simply for the gross, for the gross body only, that I want me dal, rice and dal. Not only that, even up to the higher level, even at that stage of salvation also, when Bhagavan will find that more or less his work is finished, then he will give us a strong vow or resolution. No, I must have to strive for the salvation only. It is not our effort only, but along with that we need the God grace also. He only gives us this time. That is, the Yogakshema span is quite vast, quite vast, the span of Yogakshema, because not simply for the gross body, also subtle body also. Our subtle body also needs some pleasure, needs something. That thing also is brought by Bhagavan, God only. So here, those who cannot understand this thing, the glory of the God, that he has created all creation, to protect and maintain the creation is his duty. He will bring it. Why should I break my head? Let me have faith on God. And let me tell one story also. It's my own, Swamiji. Before coming to this path, at that time I was doing service only. But thinking, let me choose this path. Just this type of thought God came. Suddenly, I was doing service near Delhi, on Kanpur places there. And I got some opportunity to go to Calcutta, where at that time I have not taken Diksha. But just go through one book, that a nice book written by my Guruji, that there is another side of the human life, whether you have tried for that or not. Anyhow, I went to Calcutta, and while going to my office, suddenly one sound came to mind, that at the time of Arati we were doing, dhang, dhang, drum, beating of the drum and the kashat, shankar, crunch, like this sound was coming. Then I asked somebody, from where this sound is coming? They told, it is from this ashram. Their Arati is going on. Can I go? Yes, everybody can go. I went there. After going there, I am seeing the picture which I saw on the first page of that book. Just see, when times comes, how the situation favoring the thing. Anyhow, seeing that photograph, then I asked somebody, I read a book of this institution. I told the name. The writer of the book, is he present in the ashram? In Bengali, in our mother tongue only. One somebody told me, yes, he said, can I meet him? Yes, you go to his room. Everybody, it is a custom. As here you are doing, after completion, we do prostrate to our all seniors. So everybody is going there. You also go there. I went there. I prostrated him. After that, just keeping his hand on my head, just to eat and just to continue the progeny. For that purpose, the human body is not this. Not for that. There is some other work also. There are some other. Thrice he uttered the word. I was simply looking on his face. Then just wait. Have you time? Yes. Wait. Then he told this story. Are you reading Bhagavad Gita? No. I have not even heard the name of Bhagavad Gita at that time. Only that book only which I read. Okay, no problem. You know, in our village, there was a poor Brahmin. Daily it was his habit that he will read Bhagavad Gita daily. But he will not ask anything from anybody. So he was under the poverty, shortage of food, etc. in his house. One day, his wife abused or scolded him something. And then in 9th chapter, that's 22 verse, Ananno chintayanto mam jejana parjupashati tesham nitta vejuktanam yogakshemam vaham. He used to read Bhagavad Gita daily. Our Guruji chanted this verse. And he told, you know, that what that Brahman did, with a red pencil, he cut that verse on that book. Daily the book which is reading, with a red pencil he cut that. No, Bhagavan is not means looking after everybody like this. Otherwise, why we will suffer like that? By cutting, and he kept that book inside the room only. He went out and sat by the side of the Ganges. In the evening time, when he returned, then he is seeing that his wife is preparing some food in the kitchen. Then he asked, my Guruji is telling me the story, and then he asked that from where you get the food? There was nothing. Today morning there was nothing in the house. Why? One boy came here and told me that you send all these things in the basket. So many things were there. He stunned. Then he told, can you describe me about the boy? Yes, some very little I have seen that he asked one glass of water from me. I thought, why should I give simply water? If there is any molasses or sugar is there, I will give something. So he waited there, and I take out something, and while giving, I looked to his face, but I found that little blood marking are coming from his lips. And Brahman started crying. Why? The Brahmani, you have seen the God. Why? Because today morning I cut this verse from that book, and that mark has gone to your sleep. As soon as, and when he was telling the story, the tears was coming from his eyes. But immediately, as I was thinking that I will now resign from this job and come to this path, whatever doubt was there in my mind, I have not asked any question, but that doubt gone completely. Yes, God will look after me. I must have that faith. I have not asked any question. He himself told this story. And I don't know, they can read the mind. And I have not told that I am going to become a sannyasi. Simply at that time I have not even taken the mantra diksha also. Then after 2 days I went to him. Will you give me mantra diksha? Why not? In pant shirt, asked his sevak, give him a dhoti. And so kind, give him a fruit, hartuk is for, give him and give me this as a dakshina. No money, nothing. Means by Guru's grace, and wherever I am now, it's mostly I can say that it's the grace of the Guru only. First there, but I cannot come in contact with my mantra diksha Guru, because he was in Calcutta, I was in Uttarkashi. Because Calcutta is my hometown. If I be there, my hometown people, they will disturb me. So I went to Himalaya. But then I got Swami Chaitanya Swamiji, by the grace of him. It means whatever I am now, I think it is their grace and it's a blessing only. By effort it is impossible. Anyhow, this Yogakshama span is very vast. How long means up to the last breath of the human body, God is helping us. So what I need, that He is bringing for us. And what I want to protect, that also He protects for us. So, but the dull-witted or those who has not faith on the God, they cannot understand this truth. They are thinking, I have to bear all responsibilities. Okay, you bear, and that's why they are falling under the tension also. Means attention to the God is less. That's why tension is increasing. If your attention to the God is more, your tension, it is inversely proportional. Like that. So here, the Sayascha Prayascha was just means in daytime, that is remembering that Guruji's that face when he was telling me this story. Whenever this story is coming, I must just remember his face, that how he graced me. I told him, I am serving, I will not be able to do mantra japa much. No worry, I am here, I will do it for you. Like that he told. Now our meaning is coming. The preferable and the pleasurable approach man. The intelligent one examine both and separates them. Samparitta means examine them, and vivignatta means separates them. The intelligent man, one prefers the preferable to the pleasurable. Means the intelligent man selects the preferable in preference to the pleasurable. But the ignorant man selects the pleasurable for the sake of yoga and kshema. In our panelist book, one number is given there, 1 and 2. Yoga, here yoga means attainment of that which is not already possessed. That is alabdhasya labha yoga. The thing which is not with me, that to attain that thing, that is called yoga. And kshema means the preservation of that which is already in position. Labdhasya paripalanam kshemam. The thing which he gave me and which I got, the protection of that thing also is beared by the, or is done by God only. But general people, they think, no, I have to do it. That's why they cannot select the preferable path. They select the preferable path. That is the idea here. Satyam, Bhashyakar is Shayattam. Yes, it is correct that it is, you can do it by your own choice. Still, tathapi, sadhanatha phalatasya mando buddhinam durviveka rupe sati vyamisri bhute iva. In spite of that, sadhanato, as a means and as a result also, means, you know, the sadhan for the path of the liberation and the means the whatever we need for the path of the pleasurable path, these are different and result is also different. The easiest is the preferable path, because here we don't need any external thing. Here we don't know only Guru's grace and just coming in contact of a virtuous man. That is very difficult, nowadays especially. But easy, it means the path of the pleasure, that is very easy. You will get the external thing, you spend money, you can purchase that thing, you can enjoy that thing. But this is very difficult. Therefore, those who have not the proper discrimination, that God is there, He is looking after everything, it is rather difficult for them to choose the path of this preferable. That's why mando buddhinam durviveka rupe sati. It is difficult to discriminate it properly. Therefore, and they comes in a mixture way, vyamisri bhute ivo, to them only. Manushyameta, both of these come to the human. Purusham, prapnuta, shreyascha priyascha, both the pleasurable and preferable. And what we have to do, ata hangsha iva, like a swan, ambhasa paya, means from the what, milk from the water. We have to discriminate it properly as a, that's why hangsha means one which can separate out what? The milk from the water. They drink the milk only and keep the water separate. So that is the, means discrimination should come in our mind, that these things is not going to give me which I am longing for. Therefore, let me separate it out. Hangsha iva ambhasapaya. So that too. Shreya Preya Padartho, that Shreya and the Preya, the objects of that, Samparitta means analyzing them properly, Sammak Parigamya, properly and in all round, analyzing that thing, Manasa Alachya, Guru Labhagam Bignatyu, which is of higher and which one is lower, and Vivektam, Vivinakti means they can separate that thing. This will give me the highest achievement of the human life, and this cannot means take me up to the highest achievement. Therefore, I should not prefer this pleasurable. That's why Guru Labhagam Vivinakti means Prithak Karati. They make it separate. Who are they? Dhira, Dhiman, the intelligent, or a man who is having patience in himself. Vivichacha, and after discriminating that thing, Shreya he, means Shreya eva, they prefer the preferable only. They select the preferable only. Abhibrinute means in comparison to the pleasurable. Why? This one is very easy to attain. God realization is easy in comparison to achieve anything. Just you see a businessman, how much he is doing labor all through the day. In comparison to that, what we are doing? Nothing, everything is coming automatically. For our livelihood, we do not have to do that much labor. It is coming automatically, by God's grace. But for a man, for a single time food, how much you have to pay, how much you have to do labor. So, understanding this thing properly, in spite of knowing this thing, there are so many ashram, but still nowadays ashram are running shortage of men. People are coming there less. In each and every ashram, this problem is coming there. The people are not interested to become sadhu, to become a saint. They want to enjoy the worldly life only. So it is telling preyasha means in comparison to that means enjoyable life, abhyahitatvat, it is means shreya is being better in comparison to the enjoyable life. Why? Because fal sadhanabhyam, if we means compare that what is the means to reach the goal, we will find that to reach the goal means that highest achievement of the human life is rather easy than to achieve any other thing, worldly thing. But it is an understanding only. For everybody, they will think that is easy to achieve. It is difficult to. But once you enter the path, then only you can understand that what is means harder. Which one is harder, this one or that one? After coming here, you will find that this life is more easy, simple, no hanky-panky, no anxiety. Truly, no anxiety. You can live peacefully in this. Only one thing should be your mind. Yes, all my requirement, my only goal that my godliness, my divinity should means manifest in myself. That is the only goal. You need not have to do any external thing. Be introvert. Go on searching in yourself. You reach the goal. That's why this math is a bit easy. Oh, who can do it? Kovaso dhira, a man of patience. But just two. Manda means alpa buddhi, of less intellect. Sa, that Vyakti, viveka sam asamarthat, since he cannot discriminate the thing properly. Yogakshemat, due to his growth and the means protection. Yogakshemat, yogakshema nimittam. Shariradi upachaya rakshana nimittam, means they can see only the gross body. They cannot see the subtle body, and beyond the subtle body, what the subtlest thing exists, they cannot discriminate that thing properly. That's why Shariradi upachaya means for the growth of the body and to protect the body, for that purpose only they choose the path of prayer. Pashu, putra, the lakshana pinite, means in the path of that cattle, son, grandson, wife, wealth, etc. Even I have seen old men, my own friend, they were saying, after retirement, after son's marriage, why you are still in the house? Come. Swamiji, I will come in the next month. But that next month will never come. That next month will never come. If I am not there, who will look after my grandson? Because son is also doing service, wife is also doing service. Now it is the duty of the grandfather and grandmother. They will look after the grandkids. How they can come? Even in the old age, also this problem. So, Pashu Putra Adi Lakshanam Prinite. So, without God grace, it is truly speaking, it's very difficult to come out of this worldly jugglery and attachment. No one, can you read? True.
True. To choose this is within man's power. Still, because the dull-witted cannot easily discriminate between these two, either from the point of view of their means or of their fruits, both the preferable and the pleasurable approach man, as though intermixed. Therefore, just as a swan separates milk from water, the intelligent one examines both the preferable and the pleasurable, and, after diligently applying his wit so as to discern the seriousness and unimportant, separates both of them. And after separating them, he chooses indeed the preferable, which is desirable by far, compared to the pleasurable. Who is he who thus chooses? The intelligent man. As regards the dull-witted, the man of little intellect, he, for want of discrimination, chooses the pleasurable in the form of cattle, sons, and the like, for the sake of yoga and kshema.
Okay. Now, Jamraj find seeing Nachiketa's face, I am of which category? Nachiketa's means from his face, Jamraj is reading that Nachiketa, the question is there, I am of which category? And Jamraj is telling, you are of Shreya category, not Priya category. So that's why the next verse is coming. Sattam priyan priyarupanscha kaman. Sattvam priyan priyarupanscha kaman. Avidhyayan nachiketvatra srakshi. Avidhyayan nachiketvatra srakshi. Naitam srinkam vittamayim abapto. Naitam shrinkam vrittamayim abapto. Yassam majjanti bahavo manushya. Yasyam majjanti bahavo manushya. Satam priyan priyarupanscha kaman. Avidhyayan nachiketvatra srakshi. Naitagum srinkam vittamayim abapto. Yassam majjanti bahavo manushya. Satam priyan priyarupascha kaman. Tiketatra srakshi. Naitangum srinkam vittamayim apapto. Yasam majjanti bahavo manushya. Satam ketvatra srakshi. Manusha. Satam, you are like that. You are like that. Sa means that and tvam means you. Priyan priya rupanscha kaman means desirable object and of covetable nature. The desirable object, there is another quality in them, they attracts our mind. Priya rupanscha kaman. Priyan priya rupanscha kaman. Priyan means desirable objects. Priya rupans means they have a tendency to captivate our mind, to attract our mind. That's why priyan priya rupanscha kaman, desirable objects and of captivable nature. But Nachiketa, O Nachiketa, avidhyayan means judging them properly, when discriminating them properly and thinking on them properly, all these things, okay, they are colorful, they are enjoyable, and they kind of give us the pleasure, but still it is of means perishable nature. And moreover, it is of another nature, that creating problem creating nature, that is to be understood, that either today or tomorrow invariably they will create the problem. Therefore, it is better as much we can avoid that thing. That's why Nachiketa, you were a very intelligent man. You analyzed it properly, and what you did, atyasrakshi, and you abandoned, and that means, O Nachiketa, atrakshas, you have renounced everything, you rejected everything. You know what happens? Naitam Srinkam, because I want to give you this necklace, that valuable necklace, or I want to show you that, means I have already showed you that what maximum result you can obtain. Without doing anything, I was ready to give you, that you can even enjoy the means enjoyment of the Brahma Loka. But still you rejected that thing. Still Naitam Srinkam. Srinkam means, if I take the gross meaning, that is the valuable necklace, and if I take the intended meaning, that the highest result up to the Brahma Loka and its path, you rejected everything. Naitam Srinkam Vittamayam, that valuable abapto, you did not accept that thing. Vittamayam, the path of the wealth, na abapto, has not accepted by you. Yassam majjanti bahavo manushya, in which the maximum of people will drown into it. Yassam majjanti bahavo manushya, in which the majjanti, drown, bahavo means many, manushya, the maximum people, because our sanskar is no, from our last previous so many births, we are habituated to see the external thing and we are habituated to enjoy the external object only. That sanskar, that impression is very less that God is there or not, He is there in me, or I can achieve that godly quality in myself, or I can realize the self. These are the steps. That sanskar is so less that generally our mind is not going there. That's why Jamraj is telling that just some majjanti in which, means if I say somebody, I will give you the worldly happiness, maximum people will go there. Or if I say, show them that the means happiness of the Brahmaloka, invariably people will drown there. But you have shown that maximum dispassion in yourself. That's why you are really a traveler on the path of the sale, on the path of the preferable. You are a traveler on the path of the preferable. Have you heard the name of the book Vivek Chudamani? In the Vivek Chudamani, first slok is Bhagavan Bhashyaka writing, Jantunam Narajanma Durlabha. It is very difficult to get a human birth even. Pungstam Tato Viprataha. Means in that if you become a man, because means man has little more facility than woman. In our society still, because in our society still some means difficulties are more for the woman. For the a man can live anywhere, even they can sleep on the street. But for women, but the female body, it's a bit difficult. So when God has given you a manly body, that's a Bhagavan Shankara, Jantunam Narajanma Durlava Tato Pungstam Tato Viprata. And a man body, man, and then what viprata means little inclination towards the rites and the rituals. Rites and the rituals. Nowadays, you will see so many people are going to the temple, but it has become a like business type. God, I am offering you this, please give me this thing. Means my son's service or daughter's marriage or any other, I am suffering. Okay. Still they are good. Still they are. In 7th chapter, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna is telling, Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana shukritena Arjuna. Arjun, 4 type of peoples are worshipping me. 4 type of peoples are worshipping me. Chaturvidha bhajante mam. But all of them have some good deeds in their past birth. Shukritena, they all are having some good deeds in their past birth. That's why they can, because when, what are they, therefore, artha, when you are in trouble, artha, when you are in trouble, in distress, oh God, please save me. First. Artharthi, you want some money or wealth, there also, God, please give me this. Okay, still God is telling, very good, I will give you that thing also. As because you called me, ye yatha mam prapaddante tam sathema bhajam. What you will ask from the God will give you that thing only. If you want to save yourself from any difficulty, God will save you. If you want some wealth, then also God will save you. Artha, artharthi, jignashu. And third is those who has the inquiry for the self. And 4th category is those who have the knowledge. Artho jignashu artharthi gyani chaiva bhartasava. But Bhagavan Sri Krishna is not means differentiating them. And one category he put them, that all of them has some good deed in their past birth. Shukritena Arjuna. That's why they are praying to me, they worship me. Okay, for the fulfillment of their desire, but still not taking any unfair means. They are praying to me. That's why they have some good deed in their past birth. Here also Bhagavan Shankara is writing, Tata Viprata. Means due to some good deeds in the past birth, they have the inclination to the God. And what they did then? Tasmat Vaidik Marga Parata. Then they try to follow what has injuncted by the Vedas. What has been injuncted means they will follow the rites and rituals without asking any result of that, because they want to realize the self or the God only. And among them also, Viddatta Tasmat Param, those who get the knowledge, or select the path of knowledge, they are highest of them. Even in Bhagavad Gita in 7th chapter only, Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid jatati siddhai. Jatatab api siddhanam kaschit mam vetti tattva. Among so many crores of human beings, only a few are the seeker of God. Manushyanam sahasteshu kaschit jatati siddhaye, means those who are trying for the salvation. Jatatam api siddhanam, even those who have the strong desire for the emancipation, among them also a few can reach the highest goal. Means the scarcity of the eligible people is less in the society. That Bhagavan Shankaracharya is telling, and Bhagavan Sri Krishna has also told in his. That's why the question was there. If both the thing is under the human's control, why maximum people is not going there? As because maximum people don't have that sanskara, that impression in their mind that this is the good. They cannot discriminate properly, that this is better than this. That's why the maximum people are not coming. On the contrary, they are thinking, this will be better for me. That's why they are choosing that path. Here, Sattam Priyan Priyarupanscha Kaman. O Nachiketa, you were in that quality, that who, means in spite of seeing all the desirable objects which has the, means captivating nature, but you analyzed them properly and ultimately you renounced everything. And not even you have taken this valuable garland, or not only the heavenly path, if you haven't not chosen even the Uttarayan, means the northern path also, you don't like that thing because you want to come out of that. So, Naitam Brittamai Shinkam. Shinkam, what I told you, general meaning is necklace, but the intended meaning is the better path which is leading towards the Brahmaloka. The path which is leading towards the Brahmaloka. Because Srich Dhatu has a meaning of path or means movement. And you have not even accepted this valuable path also, or valuable necklace also, in which maximum people will drown. Maximum people will drown in it. So you are in the Dhira category. You are the traveler of the path which is leading towards the salvation. That's why our Panology is writing, thou hast relinquished, O Nachiketas, all objects of desire, dear and of covetable nature, pondering over their worthlessness. Thou hast not accepted the path of wealth in which perish many of mortal, meaning which drown many of mortal. Bhagavan Shankaracharya is writing, Satam, and that you, Puna Maya Pralabhyamano api, in spite of tempting you again and again, in spite of tempting you again and again, Pralabhyamano api, Priyan, that desirable things. Who are those? Putradin, your son, grandson, wife, house, wealth, etc. Priya Rupanscha, and Priya Rupans means those who means Priya Rupanscha Kaman, means they have a tendency to captivate the other's mind. That is, that Apsara themselves, etc. Prabhriti Lakshanan, Kaman, that desirable objects, those desirable objects, Avidhyayan, analyzing them properly, Chintayan, properly analyzing them, Tesham, how you analyze it? When seeing their Anittatva, Asharatva. Anittatva means they are impermanent, and Asharatva means that worthlessness. The doshan, seeing this defect in them, He Nachiketa, O Nachiketa, Attasrakshi, you relinquished all those things. Atisrishtavan, Parittaktavan, you abandon all those things. Then Bhagavan Bhashyakar, he also become very much pleased on Nachiketa. Oh, what a great intelligence you have. He's writing. Jamraj was also pleased, and Bhagavan Bhashyakar Shankaracharya is writing. Bhaktamanasi, oh, Buddhir matta tabo, what a great intelligence you have showed here. I am very pleased to know that means Bhagavan Bhashyakar. That's why at the very beginning, prostrating to Nachiketa Secha. He's very glad on Nachiketa's Vairagya. Naitam abhaptavanasi. You didn't accept this thing also. What? Srinkam, Sriti, Kutshitam, Mudhajana Pavrittam, Vittamayam, which is ugly, in which the dull people means goes to that direction, that is full of the wealth. You have abandoned that thing also. Naitam abhaptavanas, you have not accepted this wealthy necklace, in which is actually ugly, and in which the dull people goes to that direction. that is means mainly oriented with the wealth. Vittamem dhana prayam. Yasam means in that path, majjanti, drown, sidanti, atva binds, bahavo, aneke, mudha, manusya. Maximum people are attracted to that path only. Very few are very selected people, and that too also by the grace of the God. Means nowadays especially try to come in this path. And even after coming, they thought, oh, it is very hard, let me go. Because that sanskar is not that much good, powerful. But Bhagavan has given that purushakar to you. Means you can, by your free will, you can change your few sanskara. That has also Bhagavan told in 3rd chapter. If you try your best, you can, by trying, by your effort, by your free will, you can change your past sanskara. Past sanskara was there, that let see all the external things only. But by virtue of your meditation, by virtue of your mental practice, you can try to see your internal thing also. Just see, we are habituated to hear the external words. But in Kriya Yoga, if you just cover your ear, you will able to find the sound which is coming from inside. And if you practice it for few days, you need not have to even cover your ear. That sound will automatically, that is the Nada Brahma, that is the sound from your origin. Similarly, if you want to feel your inside, suppose you are drinking very cold water, then you will be able to feel that through which path it is going, if you are a bit attentive to that. Similarly, if the hot also means, if you want to see your inside, you can see. If you want to test sometime what you have ate, that sound is coming, that taste is also coming outside. So like this, no, means if you pay your attention properly and you can see the internal light also, you just close your eyes and you see what type of light is coming, whether it is white or black or red, different color it may be. And according to you can find out what sanskaras are there. And by your purushakara, you can change that thing also. They are God, this has given this much freedom to us. He is giving us everything. And He has given this much freedom to us. If you try your best, you can, by trying your best, you can change your purushakara. You can change your path. That's why Bhagavan Bhashyakar is telling the maximum people, they are thinking this will be better for me, and they drown in that path. Now somebody have to read the translation. Yes.
Though you have again been tempted by me, you have abandoned all objects of desire, such as sons who are dear, and also those of covetable nature, such as nymphs, having considered the defects such as transitoriness and worthlessness of these. Wonderful is your intelligence, O Nachiketas. You have not accepted the despised path of wealth, which activates the ignorant, and in which many ignorant persons have come to grief. It has been said earlier, good accrues to him.
Okay.
No,
Next chapter. So the question was asked there, why maximum people are going to this path? As because they cannot discriminate properly. They cannot discriminate properly. And one more reason, as you told in the first verse, that Tayor Shreya Adadanas Sadhur Bhavati. One who is choosing the preferable path, for them his human life becomes successful. And hiyate arthat, and those who are choosing the pleasurable path, they are deviating from the goal of the human life. Hiyate jayu priya vinita, those who are choosing the priya mark, that pleasurable mark. Iti uktam, that you have told. Tat kasmat, why it is so? Because question is this, that it is told by Shruti, that hiyati jahu priya vinite, the priya mark is also from the Vedas, and Shreya marg is also from the Vedas. When both are Vedic, when both are from the Vedas, how they can be so much different? That one is reaching the goal of the human life and another is deviating from the goal of the human life. Why this is so? Because both are from the Vedas only. Then what is the use of Veda? That is the question here. And one more thing is, what I have, it is a general rule of the scripture. After going as Shingha Avalogan Nyay, Or someone sometimes is telling, Yup Khanan Nyay. It is a logic that I have seen a lion when going forward, after going a few steps, he's looking back. It is a general tendency of the lion. And or I want to put one pillar in the ground. What do we do? That after digging the hole, we put that pillar inside the ground and then filling it with the stones strongly. Again, we are just shaking it, whether it is strong or not. Again, filling it. Again, filling it. Like this. Yup Khanan Nyay. Similarly, here also, Shruti wants to implant that thing in ourselves very strongly, that this path is a pleasurable path, is not going to give you the highest result of the human life. But the preferable path is the wise to select. That's why, again, the same thing is uttered here by Bhagavan Bhashyakar. Tayor seyo adadanasya sadhur bhavat. Among these two, one who is selecting the path of the seyo means preferable. For him, his life becomes successful. Hiyate arthat means one who is selecting the path of pleasurable, he is deviating from the goal of the human life. Why it is so? Why it is so? Both are from the Vedas only. That's why it has told. It has been said earlier, good accrues to him who of these two chooses the preferable. He who chooses the pleasurable falls from the goal. How is it? Why it is so? Because now the reply of that question is given by the Shruti. Reply of that question given by the Shruti. Duramete viparite vishuchi. Durame, number 4. Duramete viparite vishuchi. Avidya yacha viddeti jnata. Avidya yacha viddeti jnata. Viddabhipshinam nachiketa sammanne. Viddabhipshinam nachiketa sammanne. Natva kama bahavo lolupanta. Natva kama bahavo lolupanta. Duramete viparite vishuchi. Avidya cha viddeti jnata. Viddabhipshinam nachiketa sammanne. Natva kama bahavo lolupanta. Duramete viparite vishuchi. Avidya cha viddeti jnata. Viddabhipshinam nachiketa sammanne. Natva kama bahava lolupanta. Duramete. Duramete viparite avidya. Nachiketa sammanne. Natva kama bahava lolupanta. Duram ete. These two are far from each other. These two are very far from each other. Why so? Viparita means they are contradicted to each other because they produce different result. As because though both are from the Vedas, but they produce the absolutely different result. Because preferable is going to give you the liberation, but pleasurable is going to tie you in the bondage in the samsara. Therefore, it is contradictory to each other. Duram ete means these two is ete, duram is far. Viparite, opposite in nature, means contradictory to each other. Vishuchi, having different courses because they produce the different result. Means one is binding in the samsara and another is making free from the samsara. That's why they are viparita. What are they two? Avidya, jacha vidya iti gyata. One is avidya, one is ignorance, and another is cha vidya, which is the knowledge. And like light and the darkness. means both of them cannot sit in the same place in the same time. Means one, if there is darkness, there cannot be light. If there is light, there cannot be darkness. The very nature of these two. Similarly, if there is ignorance, then there is not knowledge. When there is knowledge will occur, that ignorance cannot stay there. That's why they are contradictory to each other. So avidya jacha vidya iti jnata. You know it correctly. You discriminate it properly. That vidya and avidya, one is the path of the knowledge, another is the path of the ignorance, and both cannot stay in the same time in the same place. By discriminating it properly, you have chosen the correct path, Nachiketa. That's why Jamraj is telling, Durameta, this is widely far, these two are widely far, though both are from Vedas, but they are contradicted to each other, because one is going to liberate you and another is going to bind you in the samsara. One is, that is the path of the ignorance, and that is the path of the knowledge. Jnata, by knowing, is known like this. Vidya bhipshinam nachiketa sammanne. I think the Nachiketa is desirous of knowledge only. Vidya bhipshanam nachiketasam manne. Manne means I think. What I think? I think Nachiketa is real Vidyarthi. Vidyarthi means the desirous of knowledge only, nothing else. Just see, we are also desirous of getting Bhagavan or knowing ourselves. But along with that, some other desires are also there. That we are not, in spite of trying our best, we are not eliminating that thing. We are not trying to eliminate that thing. That's why we are going behind from the goal. But Nachiketa here showed here that maximum discrimination and dispassion, highest level of. That's why, means if we may have this type of discrimination and dispassion, then inevitably we will also reach the goal. But still, some sanskar or some past karma is that that it is not allowing us to go, just to stick to that point only. Okay, God will. One Swamiji was there in Uttar Kashi. He used to go to the Kshetra, young Swamiji, and another old Swamiji, he sometimes made some pakori, that fry, etc., and offered to him. After coming from Kshetra, he used to close his door. One day the Swamiji is thinking that what this man is doing inside the room daily. One day, when he gone to Chitra, he make a small hole in the door. After that 2-3 days he observed what is, after eating, he just sleep, lie down on the bed. One day that Swamiji asked that boy, that brahmachari of that time, Swamiji, you have come to Uttar Kashi and going for the Viksha and taking Viksha from the Kshetra, do some sadhana. Swamiji, God is there permanently. He has not disturbed me. But the worldly people disturb me. That's why I close the door and keep him outside. The worldly people and other objects disturb me. That's why I'm sleeping there. What to do? Like this. Vidya vipshayam nachiketa sammanne. Means Jamraj is telling, I think that Nachiketa has a strong desire for the knowledge. Therefore, because Bahavo Kama, in spite of showing you so many enjoyable objects, could not disturb you, could not tempt you. That's why I think that you have a strong desire for the emancipation. Duram ete viparite. These two are widely contradictory. Why? Because they produce different result, just opposite result. What are those two? That is Vidya and Avidya. It is known like that only. But about you, I can say, Jamraj is telling, about Nachiketa, you have strong desire for emancipation. Why you have come to this conclusion? Because so many worldly desirable things I showed you, but it could not captivate your mind, and you are not being tempted by that. That's why I think that Nachiketa has strong desire. Means that path of liberation is wide and open for you. You can cross to this path. It is Jamraj's intention to say. The meaning has written like this. What is known as ignorance and what is known as knowledge are highly opposed to each other and led to different ways. Means giving the just opposite result also. Therefore, I consider Nachiketa's to be aspiring after knowledge. Because desires, numerous though they be, did not tear thy away. Means they could not deflect you from your path. Means I have shown you so many, bahavo kama, means so many desirable objects I want to give you, but you have not deflected from your conviction. That's why I think that Nachiketa has a strong aspiration for the salvation. Bhagavan Bhashyakar is writing, Duram, Durena, Mahata Antarena. Means widely contradictory, wide difference is there. Ete, these two. Viparite, Ananya Vyabhritya Rupe. Ananya Vyabhritya Rupe, one needs proper discrimination, dispassion and uparati. Means to get rid of that thing. We need for Vidya, for the path of the preferable, we need power of discrimination. As a result of that, the dispassion will come, and as a result of dispassion, you will be able to withdraw yourself from all worldly object. That's why that viveka, aviveka, atmakatvat. One is of discriminating nature, and another is of you are doing without any discrimination. Like the darkness and the light, tamo prakasho ivo, like the darkness and the light, they cannot sit in the same seat at the same time. Vishuchi, vishucho means nana gati, they have got different result. Bhinna phale, one samsara moksha hetutvena iti etat. One is giving the result samsara, and another is giving releasing from samsara. That's why they are of opposite nature. Samsara moksha hetutvena iti etat. This is the intending meaning of the first two lines. Kete, what are those two? Yacha avidya prayavishya, one which is coming under the ignorance and which is pleasurable. And vidya iticha, and another is the path of knowledge and the path of preferable. Prayavishya, jnata, nirjnata, avagata, pandite. It was known by the learned men like this, that these two are the path of opposite direction. Means to follow the path of the rites and the rituals, you must have to first acknowledge that I am a human being. And then I am Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, or I am of Grihastha, or Brahmacharya, Sannyasi. It means you are identifying yourself with the body and then performing your rites and the rituals. But knowledge is just opposite to it, because there you have to lose your identification. This limited identification is to be cut out. That's why these two is so opposite to each other, contradictory to each other. To perform any duty, first you have to acknowledge it. Yes, I am sannyasi, so I have some responsibility for that. Or I am householder, so I am responsible for this. Okay, some responsibilities are there, I do agree. But those responsibilities, just you do it, but keeping in mind that this responsibility is the body and the intellect. The feeling of responsibility is intellectual. And to fulfill that responsibility, the body is performing its work. And I am the witness of all my intellectual notions or cognitions, what may you say, or all my activities. I am just the witness of that thing. Like this, while doing also, you can keep yourself apart from that. Therefore, ja cha avidya prayavishaya vidya itucha sriyavishaya jnata nirjnata pandite. Tatra, among these two, vidya bhipshanam means desirous of knowledge, means vidyarthinam, you are really a student. Nachiketasham, I think Nachiketa is tam aham manne, I think Nachiketa is of this nature. Kasmat, why you are thinking it like this? As because jasmat, kasmat, jasmat, avidya buddhi pralabhina, means which captivates the mind of the non-intelligent people. What are those? Kama, the desirable object, and the themselves, etc., apsara pravitayo. Bahavo, in spite of there are many, still, api, tva, means tam, means it cannot, na alolupanta, na vichedam kritavanto, they cannot cut you out, or they cannot take you out from your resolution. Vichedam kritavanto. Mean that is the Sriya Margat, from the path of preferable. Atma upabhoga Avivancha sampadanena. that I want to enjoy that thing, this never come to your mind. On the contrary, you thought that yes, I want to enjoy in myself only. Means you are the desirous of Atma Loka, not the worldly Loka, not even the heavenly Loka, not even the Brahma Loka. You intend to enjoy the Atma Loka only. That's why they could not snatch you out from your decision. No vichedam kritavante sneo margat atma bhoga abhivancha sampadanena. Ato, that's why vidyarthinam srevbhajanam manne. So a student like you, I think you have strong aspiration for the liberation only, I think so. This is abhipraya, iti abhipraya. This is Jamraj is telling, want to say to Nachiketa. So we will read next. Dhruva.
These two are vastly different, opposed, thank you, to each other, each turning away from the other like discrimination and non-discrimination, darkness and light. Besides, these two represent divergent paths yielding different results, being the cause of bondage, samsara, and liberation. What are these two? This is being said. Ignorance, which has the pleasurable for its concern, and knowledge, which has the preferable for its concern and considered well by the learned. Now I consider you, Nachiketas, to be aspiring after knowledge, for objects of desire which tempt the minds of the
unintelligent, unenlightened.
Thank you. Such as the names and the likes, though numerous, did not distract you from the path of the preferable enlightenment by producing a curiosity in you for their enjoyment. That is why I consider you to be an aspirant after knowledge who is fit to pursue the preferable. Continue.
Now our Painology is writing some note. Is it there in your copy? Yes. Achha. This is the one principle to which attention is repeatedly invited by the Acharyas. This is the one. This principle means that this two path is different, and you must have to discriminate it properly, and you must have to leave one. Then only you can stand on the other. Though traveling on one path only, after that you can reach the other path. Though the situation is such, still our acharyas are repeatedly inviting, pay your attention in this way. This is the one principle to which attention is repeatedly invited by the acharyas. Therefore, the preceding mantras calls for keen attention. Means the last 4 mantras Painology is telling, pay proper attention to this. If you are also keen to know thyself, then what you have to do? What you have to do? You must have the capacity of the discrimination properly. That even the right and the rituals is also is to be abandoned out from the mind. I want only self-knowledge. In Gita Bhashya, while commenting on the term Kshetrajna, verse number 2, chapter 13, Kshetragyam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. In that, the Acharya has cited these mantras with the following explanation. He also in that verse, it's a long verse of Shankar Bhashya, of that second, that Kshetragyam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. Arjun, know that I am the knower of the all kshetras. And that Bhagavan Bhashyakar, the Jeev and Brahma, this is not the separate entity, it is one only. Simply due to mistake of identification, we are committing the mistake. And all that long commentary is there. In that commentary, Bhagavan cited this, he gave an example of these 3 4 verses. After that, our Panology is telling that is what is known as avidya and vidya are highly opposed to each other and distinct. They are contradictory to each other, and they are distinct means you can easily segregate, see it properly, that keep it in your hand, this is vidya and this is avidya. Similarly, the effect produced by the vidya and the avidya, that is shreyas and the preyas too, are shown as distinct. The means when you are going towards the path of the shreya, means path of the preferable, means your goal is distinct to you. Yes, I will be liberated. And when you are going on the path of the pleasurable, then also you are not sure, but you are sure that I am going to enjoy either heavenly enjoyment or Brahmaloka enjoyment or Visloka enjoyment, but I am going to enjoy or suffer for that. Therefore, shreyas and the prayas are two shown as distinct. That is, vidya leads to shreyas and avidya to prayas. So too says Vyasa. Then there are these two paths, Mahabharata. Davimau atha panthano yatra veda pratisthita pravritti lakshana dharma nivrittischa vibhavita. Like this, Vyasadeva is also telling that there are two paths from the ancient period of the time. Davimau atha panthano pravritti lakshana dharma nivrittischa vibhavita. That's one is a pravritti mark, another is a nivritti mark. One is shreya mark, another is preya mark. It was told by Vyasadeva ji also. It can be observed from the Shruti, Smriti and Nyaya that avidya with its effects can be got rid of by vidya only. Means if you want to get rid of avidya, only one thing can help you, that is vidya. Even suppose you kept a room for 50 years under lock and key, and you have not enlightened a switch or in that room, you have not kept it. You have kept dark. But when you come inside that, if you put on the switch, the light is there, one switch will be more than sufficient to remove the darkness of 50 years back. Isn't it? Similarly here also, though from the ancient period of time we are under the influence of the ignorance, the darkness, but still when you start working on the path of the knowledge, invariably the darkness will be dispelled by the knowledge. That is the idea. It can be observed from the Shruti, Smriti and the Nyaya that the avidya with the effect can be got rid of the vidya. As for the Shrutis, there are following passages. No other path is known to reach the supreme goal. Nanna pantha vidyate ayanaya. Means there is no other way to reach the supreme goal except knowledge. Knowledge is the only way. Rite jnanat na mukti. Without knowledge there is no salvation. Rite jnanat na mukti. He, the Vidwan, the knower of the self, is not afraid of anything. It is from Taittiriya Upanishad. Na bibhiti kutaschana. Vidwan. Once you know that I am only there and there is no other entity other than me, from whom you will be afraid of. There is no other entity. That na bibhiti. Again we come across another mantra in the Ishavasya Upanishad, which speaks of the result attended by the vidya and avidya. Vidyam cha avidyam cha annadeva ahur vidyaya annat ahur avidyaya. You will get some result through vidya and you will get some other result from avidya. Annadeva ahur vidyaya annat ahur avidyaya. Iti susnuma dhiranam jonastad bhaja. I have heard it from my traditional teacher, which I have told you. So that it is here written. Different again we come across another mantra in the Ishavasya Upanishad, which speaks of the result attended by the vidya and the avidya. Thus, different indeed they say is the result attended by the vidya, and different indeed they say the result attended by the avidya. Duram here is mentioned annadeva vidyam cha avidyam cha, just that then next will come like this. Thus have we heard from the wise who had explained it to us. Annat eva ahur vidyaya. We can get a different result from the avidya and annat ahur avidyaya. Vidya avidya means they are giving us the different result, and we have heard it from our traditional teacher. But what to do? if one practice both at the same time, here Vidya and Avidya does not mean the supreme knowledge. In Ishavasya Upanishad, that part, Vidya here termed as the Upasana. So, Avidyaya mrityum tirtva vidyaya amritam asnute. It is told like that. By doing the karma, mrityu means by doing the Vedic rites ritual, what will happen? Your frequency of the birth and death will be reduced. Avidyaya mrityum vidyaya amritam asnute. By virtue of the Upanishad, worship, you will reach the relative immortality. You will reach to the heaven. Like this it has told there. The path are two, it has told. But there some people are confusing. They are Vidya, Avidya. That term is not Vidya. That term Vidya is not used for the self-knowledge. Their Vidya is for the Upasana. Yes. Different indeed. Yes. Commenting on the above, commenting on the above, the Acharya wrote, as declared by the Shruti, by Vidya the world of the gods, and by Karma the world of the manis are attended. That means in Brihadaranyaka Upanishad it is told like this. Like this, by the past 4 words, we must have to pay proper attention on that. That if really I am keen to know myself, then I must have to discriminate properly. There should not be any other desire of any other thing. Even you should not think that my prarabdha is there, I have to do like that. Nothing, no prarabdha, nothing is there. Prarabdha is the body, let the body do its own, but you don't do any sankalpa. Means sankalpa prahavan kaman tyaktan sarvan asheshat. Whatever from our desire the sankalpa is coming, you must have to erase it out completely. That is the idea here. Now, next, no, we have to go for the Shanti mantra. Yes. Okay. Open the page, Shanti mantra. Okay. Om Shanno Mitraha Shan Varunaha Shanno Bhavattaryama Shanno Indra Brihaspatihi Shanno Vishnu Rurukramaha Namo Brahmane Namaste Vayo Tvameva Prataksham Brahmasi Tvameva Prataksham Brahma Avadisham Ritam Avadisham Satyam Avadisham Tanmam Abit Tad Vaktaram Avid Avin Mam Avid Vaktaram Om Shanti 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 Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karvavahe Tejashvinaya Vadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahe Om Shanti 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 Om Yaschandasam Rishabha Vishwarupaha Chandobhya Dhyamritat Sambhavuva Samendro Medhaya Sprinotu Amritasya Devadharano Bhuyasam शरीरं मे विचर्षणं जिह्वा मे मधुमत्तमा कर्णाभ्यां भूरिविश्रुवं ब्रह्मणः कोशोऽसि मेधया पिहितः श्रुतं मे गोपाय ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ अहं वृक्षस्सरेरिव कीर्तिः पृष्ठं गिरेरिव ऊर्ध्वपवित्र वाजिनीव स्वमृतमस्मि द्रविणगुं सवर्चसं सुमेधायमृतोष्कृत इति त्रिशङ्कर्वेदानुवचनम् ॐ शान्ति शान्तिः शान्तिः ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ आप्यायन्तु मम अङ्गानि वाक्प्राणचक्षुः श्रोत्रमथो बलम् इन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदं माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरते यः उपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः ॐ वाङ्मे मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनो मे वाचि प्रतिष्ठितम् आविराविर्मयेधि वेदस्समानिस्थः श्रुतं मे मा प्रहाशीरनेनाधीते नहोरात्रान् सन्दधामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्माम् अवतु तद्वक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ भद्रं नो अपि वातय मनः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवां सस्तनूभिर्व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धस्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नक्षत्राक्षो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदाश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तगुंहदेवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणम् अहं प्रपद्ये ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्यासम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः सर्वोपप्लवरहितः प्रज्ञानघनः प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि ॐ नारायणं पद्मभवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगीन्द्रमतास्तशिष्यं श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यं तं तोटकं वार्तिककारम् अन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानुतोऽस्मि श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ओम सद्गुरुदेव भगवान की जय।